I am lately I have had this strangest feeling, with no paper, trees and air to find. Yet the thought of losing you's been hanging from my mind. Yeah, far more frequently you're wearing perfume. What you say, no special place to go. No special place to go. But when I ask, will you be coming back soon? Don't know, never know. Well, I'm a man of many wishes. I hope my premonition misses. While I really feel, my eyes won't let me hide, because they always start to cry. 'Cause it's time could mean goodbye. Lately I've been staring in the mirror, very slowly picking me apart, trying to tell myself I'm no reason with your heart. Yeah. Just the other night while you were sleeping, I vaguely heard you whisper someone's name. When I asked you of the thoughts you're giving, you just say nothing changed. Well, I'm a man of many wishes. I hope my premonition misses what I really feel. My eyes won't let me hide, because they always start to cry. 'Cause it's time could mean goodbye. Goodbye. Oh, I'm a man of many wishes. Oh, my premonition misses what I really feel. My eyes won't let me hide, because they always start to cry. 'Cause it's time could mean goodbye.
Mr. Chuck Turner, brand new music to kick us off on a Wednesday evening right here on the Wayne Hall Show. Good evening and welcome, everyone. It's good to have you. Thanks for joining. All right, it's a pleasure, and I mean that. I always look forward to being here. Couldn't be here last week because, guess what? Was under the weather. At the last minute, I had to cancel last week's edition of the Wayne Hall Show. But I'm back, and I'm feeling a whole lot better. I want to say a big shout out to everyone who's locked in right now. Yes, with that Big Chuck Turner lately, getting us going here. And got a shout out, Clark TV Network. All right, Chester Clark on the crew. What's good, man? How are we doing over there? You and your audience, wonderful audience. Thank you. IslandWorldwide.com, the Sutherlands. Listen, pleasure to be on and sharing the power of music with the Sutherlands and their audience. Hype FM, the right FM. Frankie Lex, what's good? Catch him, ladies and gentlemen, on Saturday nights from 9 to 11 right here on the Wayne Hall Show. And by the way, the China Nicole Show is 7 to 11 every Thursday on the Wayne Hall Network. Energy Radio 1, big up to Fenton Troy and the crew. Good to have you. And also, you can catch him on the Wayne Hall Show, Fenton Troy, on Sundays 4 to 6:30, and Tuesday nights. That's right, 10 p.m. right after Rupitida Blender. That's viscosityblend.com. Shout out to you and your listeners as well. ReggaeVibesRadio.com. Big up Marlon, Gucci, Reds, Sean, the entire Reggae Vibes family. You Choose Radio, VJ Smiles. What's good? All right. Yard Flow TV, big up in Gucci and the crew and all your viewers on Yard Flow TV. Fresh FM Radio London. My goodness, catch me every Thursday at 5:30 our time. UK time, it's 10:30 p.m. All right. And I got Viscosity Blend, Yard Flow TV, Fresh FM, Reggae Vibes, Energy Radio 1. Shout out again to everyone. Also those on Facebook Live. Yes, big up yourselves on Facebook Live. All right. Good to be here. And also to my friends on also on YouTube Live. That's right. It's a pleasure to be here. Very good to be here, my friends. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get it going. Why am I not seeing my audience on here this evening? Thanks to all who have shared it so far. It's going to be an interesting evening. Stuff happens that you never know why it happens, but it does. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, great show lined up for you tonight. I have feedback from many from my audience about the Grammy this past weekend. And you'll hear them right here. Now, remember, the views and opinions of those you hear might not necessarily be those of the Wayne Hall Show. Shout out to those on Instagram as well. I'm back up with an Instagram feed today. Hope it stays up. It hardly does. And you could let me know the sound is going if you can hear me well on Instagram. Trying something every time, right? Also, we have Anthony Turner. He's joining me in 5 minutes. I'm sure he's got something to say about the Grammys. Then later on, we have Patricia Henry. She's cutting close for her, but hopefully she makes it. And thereafter, we're going to have Miss Chris Scott. Yes, Chris Scott of the CAG will join me. And we're going to talk about the When Life Give You Lemons, a play. All right? And they'll fill us in on the details. And unfortunately, Mr. Folkes will not be here to talk about big tunes tonight. But we'll be playing the big tunes, right? Like this one right here on the Wayne Hall Show. Welcome, JC, Silky D, Violet White, welcome.
How did I make it through?
The voice of Songbird, China Nicole, this one called Supernatural. Listen to the words. So inspiring, let's go.
I looked to my God and He cleared the way through. He gave me the feeling it'll be alright. Sunny days are ahead. Supernatural, ooh, I'm walking in my faith, 'cause I have a purpose. And even if I fall hard, I get back up and ooh, what a feeling when I know what I can do. If you're ever feeling broken down, torn apart to pieces, it'll be alright. And I can tell you that it won't take too long. Be strong, 'cause it'll be alright. 'Cause better days are ahead, better days ahead, yeah, yeah, ahead.
Once again, if you're watching Clark TV Network, welcome, welcome. We are live there by video as well as audio. That's great.
I'm walking in my
Shout out to Chester Clark on the crew, man.
purpose.
China Nicole, listen.
And even when I fall hard, I get back up and ooh, what a feeling when I know what I can do. Supernatural, supernatural. What a feeling when I know what I can do.
That's right, the son of China Nicole. Once again, shout out to the other ones over there at islandworldwide.com and their listening audience. It's a pleasure to be carrying the Wayne Hall Show. And again, you know, I'm not going to play no games with technology. My monitor not showing me anything. I don't know why. It's off. And I guess so is my Instagram. Why is it gone? Yeah, I gotta see, but I'm not gonna fight the technology this evening. I'm gonna focus. I got Camille Fitzsimmons is watching. Hello, Camille. Welcome, Jean Claude, Paul. Welcome, Ron Johnson, Will Williamson, Violet White. Watch it. Don't let them kick you out of your meeting now. Sarita, how are you, Sarita? Andrea Jackson. Hi, Wayne. You heard me on Countryman Show on Saturday. Yeah, spreading the word on autism. Andrea, I'm glad you heard that. Good. I know now he has at least one listener. Don't tell him I said that. I'm just kidding. All right. Anonymous Osborne, bless up yourself. Anonymous, don't forget, breakthrough is coming, ladies and gentlemen. And Silky D, good to see you. JC, welcome. Please share. I'm going to do that right now, as a matter of fact, while I play my next song. So hear this. All right. Some people listen to the message in this song. You could even tell me what you think in the chat.
Some of us so wicked and trifling, drunk on wickedness, high and selfishness, strive and evil and bad mind. They got plenty of it. I wanna make them a one soul. 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 Sick and twisted to hell, them a go for the pain they inflicted. Oh, I wanna make them a one soul. 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 I wanna make them a one soul.
That's right. Shout out to Gary McCook, founder of the JIIFSC.
Drink the wine of oil and eat.
Hey, Tracy Ann, welcome.
Live by confrontation, cause their mind a malfunction. Lead by corruption, junk on sickness, junk on filthiness. High up a evil, strive up a stupidity, cause they have no spirituality. And they junk in sickness, display bad behavior. And their intention is so evil.
drunk. You can imagine someone being drunk on sickness. Lord help us, drunk on sickness. What a big tune there. I gotta get the song didn't come up with the it's new and it didn't come up with the singer. So I'm gonna get that and make sure I put that out there for you to know whose music you're looking for on the digital platforms right here on the Wayne Hall Show. While we're waiting for Anthony Turner, I'm gonna go ahead and take a short break. We will be right back after this break, ladies and gentlemen.
Message for parents of children with autism. Are you frustrated, in need of information and skills on which to improve your parenting skills for your autistic child? Well, here's where to go. Visit www.autismparentsupport.com and sign up today for a free consultation on how you can receive best practice guidance on raising an autistic child with presenter Wayne Hall, MA in Special Education. Maybe you just received news of a recent diagnosis. Maybe you are just not clear on some basic information. Where can you go? Who should you talk to? Maybe you know someone who could use this training. Visit www.autismparentsupport.com and get the answers from someone with the experience and expertise you need. All inquiries will receive a response within 48 hours. Visit autismparentsupport.com and put your mind to rest.
Best cheese in the world come from Jamaica. In a little tin called tasty cheese. And the old to the young, them love that cheese, yeah. In a little tin called tasty cheese. Can't stay at home if me not have tasty cheese. Can't hold a vibe if me not have tasty cheese. Easter I come me have to have tasty cheese. Family I link up me have to have tasty cheese. Oh yeah, all a little vibe of the sound, a little vibe. All a little vibe and thing, yeah. All a vibes with the family this Easter with tasty cheese.
Right, that's right, that's right, that's right, that's right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are all a little bite of tasty cheese. Make sure you go out and get your tasty cheese this Easter. On the line, ladies and gentlemen, is none other than Mr. Anthony Turner, hot on the burner. Anthony, what's good? What's going on?
Yes, Wayne, how is everything, man?
I cannot complain, my brother. All is well on this side.
Yes, yeah, man. Well, boy, I tell you tonight, I apologize for being a little late because I was waiting for the 8:15 one. Went downstairs, was getting something to eat, and lost track of
What's
time.
going on? Mm-hmm.
So anyway, but I guess the big hot topic that is happening in the reggae is, of course, I mean, there's so many hot topics, but the Grammy Awards seem to have taken precedence over almost everything that's happening in the world of reggae. So I'll just start there tonight. And first, just want to congratulate all of the nominees in the reggae category. Of course, Sean Paul was nominated. Spice was nominated for her dancehall album 10. Gramps was nominated. Gramps Morgan, that is for his album that had a kind of country and western flavor, Etana, and of course Jesse Royal. And we want to say congratulations to the winner, Soldier. They walked away with the top prize, and that seemed to. And this is for the album Beauty in the in Silence. And as you know, Wayne, this seemed to have really taken a lot of Jamaicans by surprise. For me, I was not surprised, to be honest. I mean, I was definitely rooting for. I thought Sean Paul had a great opportunity to win, and Spice, of course, really went on a major campaign. She was featured in Forbes magazine. She was in New York Times. She was on the Wendy Williams show. She was on all kind of shows. I know at one stage Sean Paul and Shaggy, they were on Jimmy Kimmel, and
Yeah.
really did a lot in terms of promotion and publicity. And Gramps, again, he really, having one with Morgan Heritage, he kind of knows some of what has to be done, and I know he really did a lot of campaigning, and finally when they actually went to Las Vegas and hosted a reggae party. And so he did a lot. Itana, she did what she could with the resources that she had. And Jesse Royal, I know he was, he really did what he could do. But I think the front runners were, of course, Sean Paul, Spice, and probably Gramps. So the sleeper in the race was really Soldier.
Yeah.
And that is really from the Jamaican end because the truth about it is that Soldier is a big deal here in the US. If you don't know Soldier, then I can tell you you're really not following what is happening in the world of reggae because while they're relatively unknown in Jamaica, I tell you, a lot of people here in the US who follow reggae and follow good reggae music know them. They've been performing for probably over 20 odd years, and these guys love reggae, genuinely love reggae. And, they always big up reggae. In fact, there are opportunities where they bring sometime a reggae group to tour with them to open, and they are no joke. And in terms of numbers, Wayne, I mean, I was talking to my good friend, Mr. Courtney Panton, who is the father for the group New Kingston out of Brooklyn. And he was the first one who kind of clued me in as to what was happening with Soulja and some of those reggae groups when he was telling me that, boy, that these guys are selling, they're selling out stadiums. They're pulling in 75, 100,000 people on a regular
Right,
basis. So
right. Yeah, yeah.
it's not like they are not pulling any numbers. And I was looking on some of the numbers that they said in terms of streaming and all of that Soldier. And it was saying that on Spotify alone last year they had over 106 million streams, and they had listeners in over 100, almost 200 countries. So they are definitely doing well in terms of merchandising. I mean, I know when you talk about merchandising, a lot of reggae artists don't know what you're talking about. But the merchandising is beyond selling your concert tickets. You make sure you sell your music, your songs, hard copy CDs. You sell banners, you sell T-shirts, you sell bandanas, whatever you can sell. And
Yeah.
when it's the best place when to sell merchandise because once people come out to see you, they're already loving your music. So once you're done performing, then they wanna get a piece of what represents you as the artist. So they will want to buy stuff that relates to you. And a lot of people, I tell you, I want people to go home and do some research about Soldier because if you talk about the collaborations that they had on this album, I don't know
Yeah.
everybody, but I can tell you, I just name a couple of the people. You have Revolution, who they have
Uh-huh.
won the Reggae Grammy already. So that's a big group. You have Common Kings, you have Calibuds from Bermuda, who is a huge deal. A lot of people remember Calibuds for one. I think he had a big song that made it in the world of reggae. Oh, it's something about Collyweed. You remember
Mm-hmm.
that song?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But
Calibut is
Calib,
big. Yeah.
big
Mm-hmm.
deal, man.
Yeah,
Calibut's
man.
selling
Great,
out stadiums on a
great
regular basis.
collaborations on that on this album. Yeah.
Mhm. Then you have J Books, another big artist
Yes.
out of Hawaii. It's about
Uh,
16 years ago. Gramps Morgan was the one who signed J Books initially. And now J Books is bigger than Morgan Heritage. So he is no joke when it comes to reggae. So these guys are doing big things. I know they did a collaboration with one of the guys from UB40 on the album. So they really put together a wicked compilation of
yes, of
their
reggae music.
songs and
Yeah.
collaboration. So I have to give it to them. I know when I was looking on some of the comments on social media, and when you look at both social media platforms, Facebook, and you look at say Instagram, Facebook is a more older, mature audience. So you'll find more 45 to 60, 70 people on Facebook. Instagram is a younger demographics.
Yeah.
But I find that it's the younger people who was more critical of Soldier and saying that boy they shouldn't win and who are they and somebody said something to me today, Wayne, and I like the analogy that they made. They said if you look at the car industry, the Ford company back in the 50s and 60s, Ford was dominating the motor vehicle industry, the automobile industry. They were churning out cars here in the US like crazy. And the Japanese decided to get involved in the marketplace. They found a way. There were people were when people got turned on to the Japanese cars, the Toyotas and the Hondas, they were trading them in not because they were no good, but people were trading them in because they came out with a newer model that had all kind of newer features and all of that. So so
Go ahead.
exactly. So yeah, so they found a way to conquer the market. So not because Americans felt that boy, Ford company, they know about car more than anybody else. They own it and they would continue to dominate the market for life. So Jamaica, yeah, reggae was discovered, it came from there originally. But you have Allah's Gentleman, you have Alba Rossi, you have other people globally who are doing great reggae music, and you have to. We want them to embrace the music. When you hear your artists from Jamaica go to Japan and selling out concerts, we feel proud of that. But if the Japanese come out and they love the music, then they may at some stage want to start experiment with it, and they start get to know the language and all that. So they may start want to record. So if they start record, they have larger populations than the 2.5 million in Jamaica. So they can do bigger things than we can do. So just embrace and celebrate the fact that Soldier won. I don't think we should be bashing them. It just means that we need to go back to the drawing board and make sure we do stuff that can represent and can dominate the soldiers of the world or the revolutions. And I think the last thing I want to say before I go is that when I think about some of the music that I hear coming out of Jamaica, nothing against the youth them with this trap thing, but I think we've moved away from the blueprint that have worked for Bob Marley, and Bob Marley is still a fixture on all charts globally. Nobody can remove him, and we're talking about 40 odd years since he passed. So it means that something that he did is working. So the fact that we're now moving away from that blueprint, that's not the right thing to do. So that's my 2 cents.
Yeah. Well,
Mm,
Anthony, well said. Well said. And I know we have a lot of mixed emotions about this. I want to tell you, I have a lot of my audience weighing in. I'm going to be playing their messages later. Anthony, you might
mm.
want to stay tuned to see how many agree with you
Absolutely.
or how many
Absolutely.
disagree with you. But
Mm,
if I may, Anthony, I'll just add to
mm,
what you say, Anthony. My contribution to this conversation would be I hear you and I agree in large with what you say. Um, I understand where this is coming from, but we need to take a deep breath and step back. There are
mhm,
things to
mhm,
consider here. First of all, what are the criteria that the Grammy use, the NARAS, that do the
mhm,
voting? What are the criterias? How did all these songs that we're fussing about that didn't win line up against Soulja's music in terms of
mhm,
performance on the Billboard sales worldwide? I mean,
mhm,
a lot of us make noise now, but we don't even buy. How many of us have bought a record of one of those artists? How many of us
And
has
that's the
purchased the
question.
money? That's what drives them. Our
Mhm,
purchases.
mhm,
Coffee won it last year. A lot of us thought she shouldn't have gotten it, but it's because we actually had supported Coffee's music.
mhm,
There
mhm,
was no doubt last year, and so I
mhm,
know I'm in for a lot of great and interesting feedback tonight. Some I've listened to, some I've not heard yet, Anthony, but I
mhm,
know it's gonna make for good listening because you know the Grammys is not automatically assured to a Jamaican, and that analogy with the
mhm,
cars shows us why. We brought the
mhm,
world. You know what's funny? We can take R&B and do cover versions of it. We can do anything we want with certain music, but we don't
mhm,
like the fact that people have mastered the blueprint that they were given for reggae by Bob Marley.
mhm,
And all
mhm,
this thing about
mhm,
black and white, Bob was half
mhm,
white. It's in there. They love it. It's part of them. Hey, his dad was white, correct? It's not like Bob is all that distant from white people. He has white blood. So they can do it. Why can't they? The man who gave us the reggae to the world was half. His dad was white. So why can't white people make the music? So all this can be interesting conversations. And so I look forward to hearing what my audience says later when I play them. And thank you, sir, as always. Anything else?
Yeah, man, but I'll definitely be listening out, and I know it should be interesting discussion because I think some of this is generational. So I think the generation that we came from, I think we're kind of more understanding and sympathetic to what is happening. But I think some of the younger generation, and some of it is because they're not so informed. But I think they need to go listen to some of Revolution, listen to some of Calibod, listen to some of Soldier music, and they'll understand what is happening, especially on the West Coast when you talk about reggae.
Yeah.
All right?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. So you take care, man.
Great food for thought. Take care, Anthony Turner. Catch you next week. Same time, same place. And like you say,
all right, you take care.
Same blazing station. All right, Anthony. All right, man. There we have it. One man's take and maybe two men's take, right? Because I weighed in too. And I'll be weighing in. I'll be probably all over the place with my comments, ladies and gentlemen, because I think we need to view this open-mindedly and from as many vantage points as we can, but know that we shouldn't be mad just because somebody from Jamaica didn't win the Grammy. That's not enough reason. And think about how much did we support the albums nominated. Thank God they even made it to nomination because, we don't have the best buying power. The same people that bought Soldier's music and pushed him up to the top are the same people we're depending on to buy Itana and Gramps and all the others, the Morgan's Heritage. So anyway, time for a break right here on the Wayne Hall Show. Let's do this. We'll be right back with more. Big Josh Entertainment and Max Productions presents Breakthrough the Movement on Saturday, April 16th at 7 p.m. at Messiah's House, 1683 South Eastern Road, Stone Mountain, Georgia. And on Sunday, April 17th, 6 p.m. at Connect Point, 3755 Centerville Highway, Snellville, Georgia. Featuring Jabez, Nana Moss, Christology, Jennifer Evans, Rainice Lamar, Gail Elizabeth, Born to Inspire, MC Sister Denise. All backed by MP Band. Pre-sold tickets $25, $30 at the door. Get your tickets now at bjosh.com or eventbrite.com. For more information, call 404-468-1423. See you there.
Yeah, tell you what I in a man.
Are you planning on releasing a dancehall or reggae track, but frustrated it won't get the attention it deserves? Worry no more. Visit submitchoon.com and get effective and affordable promotion. We have a list of mixtape DJs, YouTubers, radio, and media personnel, bloggers, Spotify playlisters, graphic designers, and also mixing and mastering services. All you have to do is sign up at submitchoon.com and begin the journey of getting your music heard. With the help of submitchoon.com, artists are taking back their power and promoting their music directly to people who can make their dreams of success a reality. Build genuine connections as your music will be heard by fans in the genre. Sign up with submitchoon.com today and get your music heard.
Explosion, ecstasy, euphoria. Welcome to the highly anticipated return of Atalanta's Carnival 2022. Get ready to set the road on fire. Get ready for an eruption of high intensity, an explosion of mass, pulsating rhythms of sweet music, and an unforgettable experience. Come, join in the celebration of Atlantis Carnival on May 28, 2022. The action takes place at Central Park 400 Merritt's Avenue, Atlanta, Georgia, starting at 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Parade kicks off at 12 noon and concludes at 4 p.m. So be prepared for the highly awaited, long-expected festival, promoting our Caribbean culture, because
Hello, Carnival.
The past. This year we have CBS 46 coming out, Channel 11. We have video from the Councilman, and we have so many other surprises in store. Skinny Fabulous is going to be the Grand Marshal this year. We're going to make a big announcement. And we have a lot of sponsors this year. Golden Cross is going to be in the building. We're going to have Lavender Real Estate, Tina Chin Cakes. Tina is doing the cake for the press conference. She's flying all the way from New York. And we have more sponsors that we're onboarding, but I can't talk about it right now. But this year is going to be totally different from what we have. I have a full team this year, and I'm so excited, because the pandemic, we had a chance to lay back and regroup. So I feel good about what God has in store for us this year.
Great, great, great. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm speaking with Miss Patricia Henry from the Atlanta Carnival. What, Pat? How many years has it been now? 30 yet?
35 years.
35. Okay.
Mhm.
What? 35 years of Carnival in Atlanta. Miss Patricia Henry just outlining the overview right there. But this Saturday is the press conference. Tell us a little bit about that.
So the press conference basically is to let the media know about Atlanta Caribbean Carnival 2022 and what we have planned in store for this year. So after the press conference, we're having an all-white party called Lux. It's our very first one. And May 7th is Children's Carnival, and I'm so happy that the Steel Pan is back this year. So guys, come on and listen to the sweet Steel Pan music. It's a free event for the children from 12 noon to 7 p.m. And then we roll over into May. May 27th is Juve, and then Saturday is the parade and carnival. So we're just basically going to give the media a rundown of what to come for Atlanta Carnival 2022. And today I didn't make the grand announcement yet, but we just got on board Miss Fanny Willis, and she is going to be one of our grand marshals. And for you guys who know, I'm all about women empowerment, and Fanny Willis is the first Black district attorney in Fulton County in Atlanta. So I'm so happy to have her accept being a part of Atlanta Caribbean Carnival 2022, being one of the Grand Marshal, and we'll be in the parade.
Awesome, awesome. So, breaking news on the Wayne Hall Show for the first time announcing anywhere. Miss Patricia
Right.
is telling us who's our Grand Marshal this year. And it's a strong woman. That's right. Another lady. All right. Well, Pat, looks good. I see Saturday, April 9th, ladies and gentlemen. Milkshake is hosting. We have Skinny Fabulous. On the flyer here, we have performances by Empress Kenny Blessing. Music, food, drinks, vibes, costumes will be on display, and it's happening at Black Label Event Space, 724 Monroe Drive, and that is in Atlanta. Pat, anything else?
Yes, I just want folks to know when you come to the venue, it's at the back of the building. The GPS will tell you right there, but you got to go to the back of the building, and that's where the venue is. So I just want to see everybody come out. It's a free event. It's from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. So come out, enjoy yourself. We're going to have costumes on display. It's going to be an awesome time. So come out and enjoy yourself.
Sounds good. Ladies and gentlemen, Patricia Henry of our Atlanta Carnival. Pat, I know you're out, you're busy. I hear the fun in the background. Thanks for taking time to talk to us. All the best for Saturday and Carnival 2022.
Thank you so much, and thanks for having me always on the Wayne Hall Show. See you Saturday.
There you go. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, Pat. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Patricia Henry passing through, giving us a quick update on Carnival. Short and sweet. but everything we need to know. So I'm going to make you all engineers tonight. Listen, this one, thank you for letting me know if you're not hearing my mic, because to play the videos and not have an echo, I have to have the mic off. And then this old brain won't remember. I got to get used to it. Put the mic back on, not on my mixer, but on the computer, right? Okay, we got some more messages for you right now. Big shout out to Maxine Party Rentals. Here we go.
So listen up, if you're planning an event and in need of table and chair rentals, then you have to check out Maxine's Party Rentals. Now serving the entire Atlanta metro area and more. Tables, banquet chairs, throne chairs, tents, tablecloth, and chair covers. We have package deals for graduations, weddings, and all party occasions. You can call Maxine right now and get rates at 470-746-4322 or 678-308-1933. Email maxinespartyrentals.com or follow her on IG at Maxine's Party Rentals or Facebook at Maxine's Party Rental. Delivery and pickup is also available.
Best cheese in the world come from Jamaica. In a little tin called tasty cheese. And the old to the young, them love that cheese, yeah. In a little tin called tasty cheese. Can't stay at home if me not have tasty cheese. Can't hold a vibe if me not have tasty cheese. Easter I come me have to have tasty cheese. Family I link up me have to have tasty cheese. Oh yeah, all a little vibe with the sound, all a little vibe. All a little vibe and thing, yeah. All a vibes with the family this Easter with tasty cheese.
I love that one, boy. Walla vibes with some tasty cheese. That surely is well enough vibe right there. Yes, more messages. Here we go.
Introducing the sensational wordsmith, Maxine Lyons, aka Max Poet, reggae artiste and poet, with tracks like Survival at the Toughest. Sex and a Secret.
Remember when sex was free? Now you have to pay a fee.
Hot Flash.
If you're 50 and over, you know when we mean not flash.
Farina de Boat.
Bust and be yourself. Farina in the community.
New York, New York.
Semilana, New York, 295. Next day me dip a subway line.
And her latest track that's heating up the airwaves, Yosemite Glory. Get your copies on iTunes, Spotify, Apple Music, Google Play, Amazon, and YouTube. Follow her on all her social media platforms. Contact info Maxine Lyons, aka Max Poet, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and WhatsApp.
That's right. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for tuning in. We got standing by Miss Camille Fitzsimmons with the Caribbean Association of Georgia. And we're going to talk about what you do when life gives you lemons. But before that, check this out.
The following is a message for parents of children with autism. Are you frustrated, in need of information and skills on which to improve your parenting skills for your autistic child? Well, here's where to go. Visit www.autismparentsupport.com and sign up today for a free consultation on how you can receive best practice guidance on raising an autistic child with presenter Wayne Hall, MA in Special Education. Maybe you just received news of a recent diagnosis. Maybe you are just not clear on some basic information. Where can you go? Who should you talk to? Maybe you know someone who could use this training. Visit www.autismparentsupport.com and get the answers from someone with the experience and expertise you need. All inquiries will receive a response within 48 hours. Visit autismparentsupport.com and put your mind to rest.
Yes, indeed. And so, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. And I appreciate you sharing the word on my parent support for autism. I also want to shout out, just recognize some folks on the live feed. See Decatur Isaac, Andrea Ashman, Florida in the house. What's up, Andrea? What do you say? Too much need for instant gratification nowadays. People don't even think and so disconnected from caring for others. Okay. Christine Rendell, welcome, CR, the UK in the house. Christine, how are you? And then we also have, I see Maxine Lyons, Raina Joseph, Raina's Kitchen in the house. Finally, the herbs come around. All right, Violet, you're back. Just played People Like You, Gramps Morgan to end the meeting. Very good. All right. Welcome, Janice O'Shea. Good to see you. All right. Let's see who else we have. Mackey. Elaine Mackey. Jamaica need to go back to the drawing board. I guess in reference to the whole Grammy discussion. Coffee over spice any day for me, says Andrea. Shout out to the First Lady Michelle Hannaford Hall. Good evening, Mr. Hall. An audience says Andrea Brown McNeish. Welcome, Andrea. Good to have you. King Malachi Blake. Welcome, King Malachi. Got some great tunes. Check him out. George Prophet, bless up. Another great artist checking out the show tonight. Rosalie Jefferson, welcome. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone checking us out on Instagram as well. Dr. Smith. Good to see you, Dr. Smith. VJ Smiles says, You Choose Radio loud. That's good. Millicent Lewis, welcome. Lascelles Douglas, good to be here with every one of you. And we're on IG this evening. Let's see how long it lasts before they... But waiting in the wings is Miss Camille Fitzsimmons. So without further ado, let me go over to her here and see what's going on. Camille, how are you?
I'm great, Wayne. Thank you so much for having me.
Camille, we're not going to see you?
I'm hiding. No. Okay, you'll see me Saturday.
Well, then I will not show your Zoom screen. I will go find your flyer. All right? When life gives us lemons. So, all right, Camille, go ahead and fill us in. What's happening with When Life Gives Us Lemons?
Well, Chris is waiting in the wings, but life gives
I need
you
to let her in?
Yes, please.
Oh, wow. Sorry. I thought it was just you today. Let me admit everyone.
And Samantha.
Oh, so we will have folks on the screen. Or is it just going to be voice? Okay. All right. I'll keep it up then. All right. Welcome, everyone. Good to see you all on the Wayne Hall Show. Can you all hear me?
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Good. Welcome.
Thank you, Wayne. It's always a pleasure.
All right. Thank you, Chris. Good to see you as always. And we have Miss Samantha Samuels, the president of CAG. She's here too. All right. So who is going to take it away and fill us in on When Life Gives Us Lemons?
Well, I guess it'll start with, can you all hear me?
Yes, you're loud and clear. Yeah.
Awesome. I guess it'll start with Camille and her amazing idea of this script and how it became part of CAG. Camille, I yield to you, Miss Writer.
Thank you. Well, actually, Samantha approached me with the idea because we're planning something on mental health and we didn't really know, what avenue to go. So Samantha approached me with the idea and to create a script, and I did, When Life Gives You Lemons. Because as you know, mental health is a vital part of our community. We can't just take care of our body. Our mind is very crucial as well. So, I came up with this concept, When Life Gives You Lemons, and it's a play that focuses on three families, because mental health affects everybody from all genres. So we have a couple who is going through hard times. We have the teenagers with, a lot of stress in those years. And we even have an elderly lady that's going through some distress. So it just takes us on a journey of the life of these, several families and what they've gone through. And at the end of the event, actually, I'll let Samantha tell you about that. So it's going to be lots of fun in the lobby. We're going to have vendors, and there's going to be prize giveaways. And so it's a bittersweet moment. As I said, life brings you lemons. Yes.
Okay. All right. Good. Samantha, unmute, please. Samantha, please unmute.
Oh, I'm busy talking. So one of the initiatives when I became president of Caribbean Association was mental health, to address mental health, not realizing that the pandemic would hit, and of course we all will be, shut in at one time. So mental health is real, and like I went to a conference over the weekend, and one of the counselors said, "It's either we let it out, or we're going to explode at the wrong time. And I think we've all witnessed that a couple of weeks ago where there was an explosion, at the wrong place. And so really addressing mental health, that people just really, one of the things that we talk about is getting rid of the stigma in the Caribbean community, where people feel comfortable to talk about their issues, because we all go through some sort of mental health. Mental health is equivalent to just like your physical health. And so I'm really glad. One of the things that I tell people whenever I'm on a radio show is letting them know that as Caribbean, we have wealth of information, especially with Caribbean Association of Georgia. Minister Chris is a director. Camille is the secretary, but she's also, our passion is really to write. She's the hidden thing that we have not recognized yet, and we need to really give Camille our props, because you give her an idea and she's just going to run with it and write it. And I'm sure you're aware of Jane and Mr. Chris. So we're just really excited just to bring awareness to mental health, but in a more relaxing way. And I'm sure Minister Chris, Director Scott can give a little bit more insights, because she's been seeing the characters. Excuse me. So I'll pass it on to her.
Awesome. Minister Scott. Okay. Please unmute if you're speaking.
Can you hear me?
There you go. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Madam President, for that, and creating a forum where people can be open and honest. And one of the things is with this particular play, Camille has done a great job in highlighting certain points within the mental health arena. Like she stated, there are 3 different families. We have some amazing actors and actresses in this production, and amazing like you, Wayne. I gotta say that, just like you. So I'll never forget their best. But
well, thank
you. truly amazing talent from all over. And one of the things that one of the actors actually said to me is, they said, I understand what you're saying about having to shake it off, because they actually try to get into the minds of those dealing with mental health, and therefore they leave it all on stage. It's serious, and we need to address it. And I'm so glad that CAG is taking the time to address such an important subject, because and Samantha Moore, being the therapist, would be able to say, but we all have mental health, like we all have health, but is it good? Is it bad? Where are we? And we have to be able to assess that. So when people come out to see this show on Saturday, this amazing play, there's some shockers to it, some things that'll make you think, and just help you to better understand mental health and the need for people to get help if they need it, and recognizing it. That's a big part of it.
Awesome. Right. And this, again, all happens, ladies and gentlemen, on the 9th, 6 p.m. All right. Right, Camille?
Yes, at the Brandon Hall. It's a school. It's a private school. It's going to be in the theater, 1701 Brandon Hall Drive, Sandy Springs, at 6 p.m. So please purchase your tickets. It's available on Eventbrite, or you can go to the website, caribbeangeorgia.org, and purchase tickets.
Great.
And it's 100% fundraiser. So thank you all for your support.
That's right. Thank you, ladies.
And when if we can just highlight a few of the sponsors that is making this possible.
Yeah.
Because nothing is done without funding. So we really want to give for Caribbean Shipping International. They're a sponsor, and we want to say thank you to them. Royal Caribbean Bakery, they have also a sponsor. And then new on the block, you'll see a lot more of them coming soon, Ginger Vine. So we really want to thank these sponsors that see the importance of addressing mental health in our community and around our community. We want to say thank you to all of those. And then there are other vendors as well that they're supporting this event. And of course, you, Wayne, thank you for seeing the importance of this as well, to bring us on, to have us on the show. So thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Hey, how can we not? When life gives you lemons, and let me tell you, a lot of lemons were received and served and distributed during COVID, man. If you had this concept before COVID, now is even a better time. It's so needed. Great counseling, great support, someone just to listen. Listen, it's a great thing. So I hope you do get the well-deserved support. Mental health matters. Yes.
And Samantha forgot to mention the panelists at the end, Samantha.
Oh, the panel, yes. So we will have counselors that will be on right after the play that's addressing some of the key points that Director Scott is going to, make sure that we get those. So we're going to have specialists that's going to address those issues, because it's going to be a hard hit and it's going to hit home for someone. And so we want to make sure that we have counselors on site, that should anyone need someone to talk to, that we will have them available. And these are counselors from the Caribbean community as well. So we're just really looking forward to just bringing bringing it to the community. So to say that we know that it's a situation you don't have to hide anymore. Just come out and talk to someone. Just talk to someone. And like you rightfully said, Wade, people really just want people to listen, and that's it. Just to listen to them, just for a minute or two.
Yeah, you'll be amazed. Sometimes you don't even have to answer. Just listen. Getting it out. Coming to that acceptance of our situation sometimes is all we need support to do, All the committed action that we need later will come and fall into place, but it needs someone to start with a pair of ears for us. And so thank you for bringing awareness to mental health, Caribbean Association of Georgia. And Minister Scott, please send me that picture with me that I took where my feet match the color of your boots. I'd like
I hear you.
I hope you can still find it.
I gotta look for it.
All right. Sorry. See, I need someone to listen to me. I have mental issues there. So, ladies and gentlemen, anything else, ladies?
And one of the things, I know we're all joking fun, but I'm not a therapist, but I am studying to become a mental health counselor. I don't want to get in trouble, any kind of trouble. But one of the things is that it's not a disease, and it's not something to be isolated with. It's just that if we're overwhelmed or feeling COVID made us all in some type of anxiety, created some type of depression. And so we don't want it to make it such of an isolating thing that people feel ashamed or feel like, oh, I'm the only one that's struggling with this,
right,
or I'm the only one that's dealing with this. So all joke aside, and Minister Chris will tell you, all joke aside is just to let people know, you know what, we all go through it. I've struggled with anxiety. I've struggled with depression. And I'm very much, I share my own personal story only so that people can get comfortable enough to say, we've all been through some journey of mental challenges.
Yeah.
So just
and to add to that real quick, that is why it's so important to be able to get the right persons, because the wrong response when someone is trying to find an outlet can make it worse. And so very good point. Yeah, that's why we need the right person to get in touch with, to deal with this kind of stuff. So you're absolutely right there, Miss Samantha.
And you know what? I just want to add to that. But Wayne, you said people have had so many lemons during the COVID and the pandemic and all of that. You know what? I'm still drinking the lemonade. So
all right, there we go. We all are, man. It's been a rough ride, and we're all recovering in one way or another. So thank you for this. When life gives you lemons, a play to support mental health awareness, and we need that. And by the way, it's also Autism Awareness Month, April, all month long. So good stuff. All right.
Awesome.
Okay.
Great. Thank you.
Right. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you so much. Have a great one.
You have a wonderful evening.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
said I know.
So listen up, if you're planning an event and in need of table and chair rentals, then you have to check out Maxine's Party Rentals. Now serving the entire Atlanta metro area and more. Tables, banquet chairs, throne chairs, tents, tablecloth, and chair covers. We have package deals for graduations, weddings, and all party occasions. You can call Maxine right now and get rates at 470-746-4322 or 678-308-1933. Email maxinespartyrentals.com or follow her on IG at Maxine's Party Rental or Facebook at Maxine's Party Rental. Delivery and pickup is also available.
That's right. And let me just go through some other flyers I have here. So earlier, so that's Maxine Party Rental. We'll unclick that. And guess what? The Jamaica International Independent Foreign Song Contest continues this year, the second year, with the second staging. And, you know, it says submit application and fee by April 30th. So you need to get those in, everybody, by April 30th. Get your application, submit application and fee. The finals will take place on July 30th. And platforms includes JIIFSC, Linktree. First prize is $8,000 plus trophy. Second prize is $4,000 US plus trophy. Third prize is $1,000 US. And rules and regulations for that, you got to visit their website at JIIFSC.com. If you don't have an MP3 ready, submit your application and fee by April 30th. And then you can work on your song to get it in, all right? Okay, let's see. Entrants must submit a signed application form and a minimum of 2 artists, maximum of 4 artists. Submit the song in MP3 format to jiifsc@gmail.com. Maximum song length, 4 minutes. All right? Rules and regulations, visit their website. Again, at jiifsc.com. All right, what's next on my list here? Well, there goes the When Lives Give You Lemons. And we just talked about that, so I don't need to go into too much details. But if you missed anything, it's April 9th, and it's $25. Produced by Caribbean Association of Georgia, written by Camille Fitzsimmons, directed by Chris Scott. And Lord knows, mental health awareness can't be too much. All right, next we have, I see, find out how you can get a free blog post and a mixtape feature for your song at submittune.com. So whether it's dancehall and reggae promotions, whatever it is, artist, song title, everything, find out how you can get a free blog post and a mixtape for your song at submittune.com. And I know for a fact you can also get some big interviews through submittune.com. All right, so submit them tunes to submittunes.com. And of course, this Saturday, Atlanta Caribbean Carnival, 35th annual press conference. It's Saturday from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. hosted by Milkshake at Black Label Event Space, 724 Monroe Drive, Northeast. And you need to go to the back of the building when the GPS does its part and take you there. Thank you for watching, listening, and tuning in to the Wayne Hall Show. Shout out to Clark TV Network listeners, islandworldwide.com, Hype FM, reggaevibesradio.com, youchooseradio.com, Yardflow TV, Fresh FM Radio, viscosityblend.com, Energy Radio 1. How are my folks over there, Mr. Troy? Hope you all are enjoying this edition. So we're going to take a break, and when we come back, man, I got a plethora of messages that I want to share. And remember, these are not necessarily my opinion, but when my audience gives feedback, I like to share that. And we can all weigh in and talk about the feedback on the Grammys right here on the Wayne Hall Show after this break. All right, let's see. Big Josh Entertainment and Max Productions presents Breakthrough the Movement on Saturday, April 16th at 7 p.m. at Messiah's House, 1683 Southeastern Road, Stone Mountain, Georgia. And on Sunday, April 17th, 6 p.m. at Connect Point, 3755 Centerville Highway, Snellville, Georgia, featuring Jabez, Nana Moss, Christology, Jennifer Evans, Rainice Lamar, Gail Elizabeth, Born to Inspire, MC Sister Denise, all backed by MP Band. Pre-sold tickets $25, $30 at the door. Get your tickets now at bjosh.com or eventbrite.com. For more information, call 404-468-1423. See you there.
Yeah, tell you what I in a man. Warrior, hey, warrior.
Are you planning on releasing a dancehall or reggae track, but frustrated it won't get the attention it deserves? Worry no more. Visit submitchoon.com and get effective and affordable promotion. We have a list of mixtape DJs, YouTubers, radio, and media personnel, bloggers, Spotify playlisters, graphic designers, and also mixing and mastering services. All you have to do is sign up at submitchoon.com and begin the journey of getting your music heard. With the help of submitchoon.com, artists are taking back their power and promoting their music directly to people who can make their dreams of success a reality. Build genuine connections as your music will be heard by fans in the genre. Sign up with submitchoon.com today and get your music heard.
Now What? I'm Dead Now What is a must-read that chronicles the experience of laying a loved one to rest in Jamaica. I'm Dead Now What is a true life experience of the ups and downs of coordinating a funeral. It tells of the drama, the stress, money worries, and all the unexpected that rises when a person dies. I'm Dead Now What is a great combination of storytelling and advice. It is humorous, witty, and helpful. Get your copy of I'm Dead Now What today at Amazon.com, CreateSpace.com, and www.IamDeadNowWhat.com. Join the author, Wayne Hall, as he navigates the inevitable aspect of life. I'm Dead Now What is also available on Kindle and in French.
All right.
Are you planning on releasing?
I think I did a much better job of getting this mic back on after those ads this time, right? Shout out to Instagram. How we doing? Let me see here. Rise to Prosperity, Toya, 2 Extra, and Kinty Entertainment. Okay, I gotta turn my head. All right, but shout out to everyone on Instagram as well. I see the feed is still up, so we've survived. All right, King Malachi says we're in serious times. Do you agree? Birthday shout out to courtesy of Kirk McKenzie to Kato. Kato birthday. Bless up Kato on your birthday and everyone celebrating a birthday. Let's go.
In Uganda, Africa must unite. Leaders are first and fight. The world is gone astray. Children them losing them way. In an heartache every day. Yes, it's the slave master teaching. Make the youths them lose them mess. Hear the nation a weep. Them radiating more thieves. They no hope in politics and police. Judgment in the street, yes. Very last time I know. Blind I lead, blind I know. Thief a thief, thief I know. Look unto the Most High, from whence cometh my help.
Sound of Malachi, King Malachi saying serious times. And speaking of the times, we had the Grammy this past weekend. And boy, whew, what a stretch since the Grammys, I can tell you. It's not been fun. And I want to just share with you some of the feedback from members of the Wayne Hall Show audience. Hubert Fowlin, welcome. George Prophet, big up. Ezra Clark, what's up, my Bayesian brother? Good to see you, man. All right. Okay, good. Presenter, clearly. Presenter, what's good? It's been a minute. Good to see you, presenter. Happy birthday to Cha Cha. All right. Tell her that I say happy birthday. Okay. Cool. Anyone else join? Let me see who else might have joined. Edison Rodriguez, welcome. Jason Arenias, welcome. Somi So Bless, good to see you. Sheddy Blake, all of you joining the Wayne Hall Show stream this evening and on our many platforms. Thank you. All right, let me see what we have here in terms of our first message, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I won't say who they're from. I'll just go ahead and play these messages, all right? Let's see. Who's our first one?
Ranger, yeah man, Chuck Turner, I don't know. Pick up yourself. I'm on a different day to the birthday thing and things, so mine on a different level right now. It's birthday thing, you know?
All right, so that was Chuck, but Chuck didn't have a comment about the Grammys, so let's keep it going up. I think we got one here. Let's hear this one from this listener.
Hi, Wayne.
Yes.
So my take on it is at first, I was saying it was not fair, it was unfair. But as I have family in the music business, one of them immediately played a track from Soldier that was featuring Calibuds and another artist from Jamaica. And I would say it was a very good song and it was representative of our culture. They were singing about positive stuff and I could see where artists like those could sell tickets in arenas, sell out crowds, and if they are using our music to spread positive message, but also include reggae artists that perform songs and write songs that represents us in a positive light, I don't have a problem. I no longer had a problem with them after listening to that one song. And so I took the liberty of going on YouTube and listening to some of their songs. And though I would have still preferred to see somebody like Morgan Heritage or Etana win it, I understood. But another side of me also felt like the committee was unfair when they decided to put all those together, Afrobeats, the reggaeton and all those in one category and then give the award to somebody else. I kind of felt like they nominated the rest of our artists as throwing the dog a bone, for a lack of better words. So it's like, yeah, let me nominate some of the Jamaican artists. Let me get the viewership up. Let me see the Jamaicans running and, watch the program to see if one of their artists is really going to win. But yeah, let me give it to this white group over here who kind of do the same music. So for me, it's kind of a 50-50. I'm on the fence, but I was no longer upset after listening to their music.
All right. So this caller is saying, started out being upset, but then someone in the business referred her to a song with Calibut. We talked about that earlier with Anthony Turner. And now she has a different set of feelings about it. And still maintains, though, that she thinks it was more like just throwing a dog a bone, to quote her, when they nominated these other artists. Well, let's see who else we have and what's the feedback. All right, here we go. Another listener weighed in. Here we go.
I strongly believe Soulja Boy should not won the Grammy. I never heard of them. They have all these reggae artists in Jamaica, so I don't see why. Sean Paul, Shaggy, Spice, none of them won. To me, it's ridiculous. Not prejudice or anything, but a white band won Best Reggae Artist. That's ridiculous.
All right. So how does that sound to you? I want my audience to weigh in, and listen. The number is 678-431-9390 if you want to call. 678-431-9390. I'll be glad to take your opinion on this matter. You don't have to identify yourself. All right. Also, drop it on the feed, ladies and gentlemen, those watching live and in the chat. Okay. So she's saying she never heard about them before, and we're giving the Grammy to some white guys. No, it's not about race, ladies and gentlemen. And, like I said earlier, the man who gave reggae to the world, his dad was white. There's some white blood there, man. All right. So don't forget that. We're not that far from white connection with reggae. Also, in this person's opinion, they never heard of them, so they shouldn't get it? No. I mean, there's so much going on with reggae around the world. Some of the greatest performances I've seen, even at events that I've hosted, are from some white reggae bands that you've never heard about. And so reggae is all over this place, and it's not tied to race. All right? Let's see who else we have. Thank you so much for weighing in. All right, here's a voice you might recognize. Let's hear what he has to say.
I take my hats off to Soldier, the group, or the band Soldier. They have put their work in, and it has paid off for them as an international reggae band. They have take the platform into higher levels. Issue with that is that we undermine our reggae music and we fall from grace in a sense where people don't appreciate the music no more because of the certain lyrical context or context that in the music. So we lost touch of it. And we find a different audience now where an international crowd or an international artist is making a step up and make great music and promoting it. Not only on social media, but through around the world, that Soldier, they've been around, it's not like they've been, if you look at their views, 187 million views and, on one song. So they're doing it. They're doing the groundwork, Well, nothing wrong with Gramps Morgan album. I think, to my suggestion, I think Gramps Morgan have a better reggae crossover album. Country, reggae, everything blend in one. And I think it would be a much better listening album. But again, our international votes as as this platform Grammy is not in Jamaica, it's on a US ground. So you're gonna find that people in the US is gonna vote for their, Jamaican is gonna sit back and just saying, I wonder who's gonna win, when the American is gonna sit back and say, okay, we're gonna vote. So my name is DJ Linkage from Linkage Radio, and I gotta say good day to good night to Mr. Wayne Hall. You have an awesome program, my brother. One love.
All right. So DJ Linkage out of New York, 104.5. You gotta catch him, man. We gotta be streaming some of his Sunday pack here on the Wayne Hall Network. Well, Linkage waited well, and he said, hats off to Soldier. He was gracious and said, Also, he's saying, people outside of Jamaica are doing well with the music. They're promoting the music, and they're pressing along with it. Did mention that he thinks Gramps Morgan all around had a better album, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you might agree. But what's your take? All right, somebody says too much negative vibe. That's her ignorance. I guess that's to the person who said absolutely didn't think we should give it to a white group and didn't know about Soldier. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got a lot more of these to play for you, but we're not going to forget about the music, all right? We're going to continue with some music right here on the Wayne Hall Show this evening. And so let's check out some music right here. Some more new music.
In the world is a red girl. What the hell people know about a red girl? Best love I get is from a red girl. A red girl, a red girl. God knows how I love my trophy. Big bottom boy like baby. No makeup, skin full of beauty. Red girl, that's really satisfy me. Pretty eyes, face neat and tidy. Knees never weak, walk never fail me. Rear hard jockey, riding this rear hard jockey, riding. I touch it right there.
Out of Barbados, Rose says my trophy.
I touch it right there. She feel like Holland. I coulda swear I take a trip to Holland. An angel in the street, but a devil in the sheets. Sit top on it, watch it erupt.
Welcome, Pat Beckles. Good to see you.
Turn like tornado, decelerate, make my mind blow. Swear she's cousins and jockey Cassiono. Pass puff like a bag of potatoes. Bag of potatoes. I do love my red girls from Barbados. I do love my red girls from Barbados. Talking about the worst girls and the words of right girls. Find somebody defend the right girls. Larger or the right girls. Oh no, so I love my trophy.
Listen to that Bajan accent, boy.
No makeup, skin full of beauty. Red girl, that's really satisfy me. Pretty eyes, face neat and tidy. Knees never weak, walk never fail me. Rear hard jockey, riding this rear hard jockey, riding. I touch it right there. Money campaign, half the money train. Don't try stop the money train. Me lay up on the grinding, I do the right thing. No matter with the fuss and the fight, hard work and the cake. Money and the icing, me mean whole heap of money. Bad cash, tough cash, and a little bit. Stack up cash, back up cash, and a little bit. Bad cash, tough cash.
Okonko on the bottom heavy rhythm. Let's go.
Me chop ya. Work me the work for the money. Take up phone, make a call. Western Union the money. Girl in a club, they bust a dance. Work for the money. Bad mind.
That's right, presenter. We're gonna give away the Grammy and they're gonna get the girls, right?
And a little bit. Stack up cash, back up cash, and a little bit. Bad cash, tough cash, and a little bit. Stack up cash, back up cash. Chase the paper, keep focus. Don't live like a locust. No matter with the loose conversation. Hunt the money with determination. Do something productive, something industrial.
The Wayne Hall Show, where information meets music.
Whether you struggle or you juggle or you hustle, wake up. Make sure your savings up. Oh, bad cash, tough cash, and a little bit. Stack up cash, back up cash, and a little bit. Bad girl, them stamina. Action, girl, them stamina. Girl, them stamina. Stamina.
Mad Dog says stamina.
Stamina, wine. Stamina, wine. Girl, wine. Stamina, wine. Stamina, wine. Stamina, wine. Girl, wine. Girl, them ready from a whining thing. Inside, outside, can they get the calling? Can't stamina, you a go get a warning. Cause your waist have to go there with the right timing. Rock out, girl, you know boring. Sit down on it when you get brawling. Action, girl, them are the queen in the ring. Bubble you the bubble and a cool riding. Stamina, wine. Stamina, wine. Stamina, wine. Girl, wine. Stamina, wine. Stamina, wine. Stamina, wine. Girl, wine. Girl, a wine with power. Sweat off a face like you just take a shower. Take for a minute and you go there for a hour. You don't wanna come up but you drop it little lower. Hold on there. Action, girl, them a the whining sheller. Girl, say them bad but me see it say you bad. 5 cents.
All right. Man says stamina, wine, a Mad Dog. That one on the bottom heavy rhythm, ladies and gentlemen. You can check that out if you want to get that little hype, that little extra energy. Going back to the conversations right here on the Wayne Hall Show. As I listen to my audience weighing in on the Grammys. Here we go. Let's hear what this listener had to say.
Wayne, yeah, won't self-identify, but you know who this is coming from. But anyway, you know, I'm a strong lover of music, all genre, however reggae and vintage type reggae is what I like to focus on most. However, lately, you know, it doesn't matter how we twist it, you know, other people outside of Jamaica, white people, Japanese, all kind of people have been jumping on the bandwagon for the reggae music. They get more promotion, they get people sell more music, or artists charges more sometimes than other in regards to events. It's hard for them to not look beyond the immediate monies that they get. So sometimes that's probably a turn off. But in any event, they should be paid for their craft, all right? So I don't know if we are pricing ourselves outside of the industry. We not sure if our marketers are not doing the right thing to get our music to sell. But the songs, an album that won for the Grammy, I don't think it's better than what Spice or what the other, um, Sean Paul or whoever else was on that list. I don't think their songs were better, but I guess they probably sell more based on their marketing folk. They probably, get more sales out there, and those are some of the factors that go into how the industry judges or awards um, uh, um, the genre. All right, so we just have to do a little harder work. We shouldn't be working as hard as others to prove ourselves because this is ours. People are gravitating to it, but for some reason, we're not marketing as well as others. That's all I can say.
All right. And so, ladies and gentlemen, there goes feedback from one person. And I want to ask a question because I would like for my audience in the chat to kind of zone in on this Grammy little feedback with me here. Now, if I were to ask the question, um, do you think that what these guys are doing is taking what Bob Marley gave the world and trying to do their best job of reproducing it and it's giving them Grammy wins? Is it that the Marley family has connections with some of these albums that win the Grammy? I haven't confirmed it, but I did hear that there's a Marley behind the production of this album. So, do you think that they are trying these guys are doing a better job of trying to maintain that Marley blueprint, and that's why they're winning? And this isn't about whether you agree or not. This is just let me hear your feedback as you are listening to the show and the feedback of those who have given me their opinion. All right. Bless up Gucci London. Welcome, sir. Good to see you. Violet says we are our worst enemies. And I want us to keep the chat about the Grammys. All right. So let's try and do that because it's important. We need to at least come away from this with a conviction of how we're going to make a personal commitment to keeping reggae the way it should be and helping our own to rise to the top instead of who we consider not our own, quote unquote. Let me see what my next let me go over and see what my next contributor has to say here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go from another caller.
My opinion is that Hollywood is about actors, and you got to do what you got to do to boost your career. I feel like it was staged. Totally, I feel like it was staged.
Wow.
And also, it was about the Oscars. It was about boosting people's career. I'm not casting judgment. I love them both and I wish them both the best.
Okay.
And that's just my opinion.
I think she's talking about the Will Smith and Chris Rock. All right. No, we're going to focus on the Grammy tonight. That's another show right there. Will Smith and and Chris Rock. Wow, that's a whole show. But I guess she missed the point in my question is about the Grammys, And so let me see. Do I have any feedback on what we just said? We need to unite. Gucci says not fair at all. All right. Okay. Fire George, welcome. Good to see you, brethren. All right. Good night. Good night to you. Let's take another opinion.
It is totally unacceptable that this girl got this award over a Jamaican and or even a Caribbean person. This is total disrespect. It is time that these criminals calling themselves leaders of music and or other, it's time they take some kind of responsibility for their nonsense.
Who dare them? They've changed our names way back in the day, and they're still trying to change everything about our stuff. If we do not protest this right now, then reggae is going to have a different look and sound as we move forward into history. This is some trash.
What are we comparing it to, though? That would be my question for this caller. What are we comparing it to? Whose duty and responsibility is it to hold up the quality of the music? Is it that we have guys, are we consistently making the best quality reggae as Jamaicans, and as such, that means the rest of the world cannot get it? I mean, whose responsibility is to maintain the quality of reggae? And are we doing the best job of it? Are we doing the best job of maintaining the reggae? Huh? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, one more song before we get into some more of the feedback right here on the Wayne Hall Show. Imar Shepherd says he wants some more.
She bring out the lion in me. Yeah. Bring out the lion in me. As she dance across the floor, she turn and smile at me. I couldn't ask for more. Standing ovation, she deserve an encore. Damn, she's beautiful. She make a lion. She bring out the lion in me. She bring out the love in me. And anytime we touch, me want some more. She bring out the lion in me. She bring out the love in me. And every time we make love, me want some more. Once in a lifetime, you find this kind of love, pure and deep. It touches your soul. She's on fire. She lights up my world when she spin around and give me that pose. She brings out the lion in me. She brings out the love in me. And anytime we touch, me want some more. She brings out the lion in me. She brings out the love in me. And every time we make love, me want some more.
She brings out the lion in me, makes the Rastaman roar. Love it, love it. I'm our shepherd, he shall not want, right here on the Wayne Hall Show. We got to get back to, but first let me read some comments here. This just serves to show how sold out our cultures are. We Jamaicans just need to do more for reggae if we want to do more for ourselves. Cut the crap and regain the true reggae music. So it sounds like we're saying we've drifted, right? And other folks have taken the blueprint that reggae was used to give to the world and are making better reggae music than us. That's what it sounds like. All right? And I'm not on any side here right now. I'm voicing these opinions. They're not necessarily mine. I'm being courteous. I'm being respectful. And I appreciate everybody's input. Thank you. Let's listen.
Hi, Wayne. Just wanted to weigh in on the question that you posed, and I believe that my opinion may not be popular. However, our music, and I'm maybe speaking specifically to the music that Spice put out there. I always kind of relate this thing to the Oscars. Some of the movies that win were it's never popular. However, the other types of movies that really don't make it through, we kind of look at them and kind of look at the reason why. I guess the Grammy has various criterias, as well as we know the biases are there, not taking that away from it. However, personally, the music of Spice is a little spicy in that manner. And I'm not sure if that's something that they'll look at based on, the lyrics, etc. But I believe maybe that is where the disadvantage comes, as opposed to these guys who sing the music or reggae in such a manner. I did listen to Soja. I mean, hey, not what we expect. However, we may have to kind of open our eyes a little bit to get a take on the criteria and what they're looking for and really what happened. So that's my opinion.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. I appreciate it. And she started out by saying maybe her opinion is not that popular, but I don't think it's a matter of what's popular. It depends on our vantage point. And at the end of the day, we need to hold our hand and commit to what we're going to do from this day forward to make reggae what it should be on the world stage. We can. It's like some folks who don't vote. It don't make sense me vote because even if me vote, my person now win or my little vote. No, it all at the end of the day adds up. And as one person put it, a no vote is not voting at all is still a vote technically because you either vote for change or the status quo. I'm counting Donna McLeod. I'm quoting Donna McLeod. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's very important. All right, that we check out how we can contribute to what's going on. Voice of Jamaica. All right, hear this one. Voice of Jamaica.
Jamaica, land we love. The other day, I walk along the road, I could hear a voice calling out my name. Voices say even if me fly go far away, she hoped that my heart would still remain. She tell me say she tired of the pressure in her life. Tell me say she tired of the pain. Don't me say when I look around there was no one in sight. Yet I could hear the voice remain. It was the voice of Jamaica calling out to I and I. Blood that make the people clothes look like it I and I. It was Jamaica calling out to I and I. Tired for your mother hurt and cry. It was Jamaica calling out, calling out. The voice of Jamaica calling out, calling out. That's why me beg Jah fi save us. Them system set fi fail us in a this land of paradise. There's a monster we plague us. I so many places with death on their faces. And if it hurt so much, mama me no say it can't sweet. Worse when you're youth and your love and your heartbeat. Now still a return to hunger and just like canned beef. Too many iron dog out there walk street. Mother earth a one, but them blind, them can't see it. Voice of Jamaica, calling out to I and I. Lord, that make the people clothes look like it I and I. It was Jamaica, calling out to I and I. Tired fear, mother earth and cry. It was Jamaica, calling out, calling out. The voice of Jamaica.
Is that what we got after the Grammy? The voice of Jamaica calling out? The sound of crisis, the movement, Not Righteous, Imar Shepherd and Aya Sight on that one, the voice of Jamaica. Is it the voice of Jamaica? Or Randy Carney, big up yourself, welcome. Den Rich, good to see you, my brother, welcome to the show. All right, yes, Andrea Brown, McNeish, crisis in the place, the voice of Jamaica. Now, keep it moving. Another opinion from one of our listeners of the Wayne Hall Show. Here we go.
Yes, brethren, bless. To me, Soulja winning the best reggae album for 2022 should be a wake-up call to all the fans and lovers and entertainers of classic, traditional, cultural reggae music as we know it. What I have seen over the years is the infiltration of a hybrid form of music that I wouldn't even call reggae. And it's being pushed by the DJs and other media streams to the point where traditional reggae is hardly being played anywhere in the country. And as a result, the youths them don't have a taste for reggae. They have not developed a taste for traditional reggae music. It's foreigners, white bands, white European bands, and American bands like Soulja who have been carrying on that tradition of playing reggae music. And that should give us pause. It is sad when something that we have, something that, developed and was created by us is now being promoted by someone else. Do we want to give reggae away like how the government is giving away everything else within the country? It hurts. And that's my 2 cents. Bless.
Lord have mercy. Ladies and gentlemen, that one serious and deep. All right. Welcome, Janice O'Shea. You says, missed the best part. Have to catch the replay. That's the beautiful thing about it being on here in the clouds, Miss Janice. You can rewind and fast forward and get all you want. But that last caller, that's deep. And he's even saying, wow, the country is being sold out by the politicians right now. And do we want to sell out our reggae music? So the youngsters are caught between a rock and a hard place. Getting to the top of reggae, the hard, painful way of doing it, like it was done in days gone, is tough. They're looking for a quick bread. These computerized, instruments and way of making music now, they're jumping on it. And that's one of the things that's, taken away from it. I believe I saw where Mutabaruka said reggae got killed right here in Atlanta because of the emergence of trap music. So I kind of feel some of that in this last caller's sentiments that, we're, as he says, to quote him, the infiltration of a hybrid kind of music is maligning reggae, so to speak. So what do we do? The youngsters, I don't think, is it that they don't appreciate what the Bob Marleys of this world brought us and to stick to it? And what if they like dancehall? What if they like the deviations? What if they want to mix it up a little bit? Is it still not reggae? But I tell you what I got from this was what he said at the start should be a wake-up call. If we are that passionate about someone outside of Jamaican shores winning it, then let's look at why. And that's deep. That why goes very deep. There's criteria that they use. There's people that vote on these things. Why are they voting for what they vote for and not, excuse me, what you think they should have voted for? Big up to Silky D. Yes, man. Beto Music Man. Presenter clear. Oh, boy. All right. So that's it right now. Big up Beto, Papa Beto joining us. We're going to continue with the feedback, ladies and gentlemen, right here on the Wayne Hall Show tonight as we look back at the Grammys and hear the feedback of my audience. So we have another caller, and this is what this caller is sharing.
Congrats to Soulja. Hard work and determination paid off. They are great students of reggae. They listened, studied, practiced, and tweaked the formula until they achieved the highest grade, a Grammy win. Our Jamaican artists think they are entitled. They are not. Reggae is international, and we as Jamaicans should be proud. Use this opportunity to refocus, strategize, and wheel and come again with a better product. Ford built a good car, but didn't cry when others built better cars. They reorganized and mastered the trade. Let's do it.
All right. So you heard there from another caller, and this topic is so controversial. My goodness. I'm glad we're not calling out names because some people are very passionate. You should see my messages. But you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, the feedback continues. I want to take a quick break and come back to wrap up some of these feedbacks right here.
Are you planning on releasing a dancehall or reggae track, but frustrated it won't get the...
is a must-read that chronicles the experience of laying a loved one to rest in Jamaica. I'm Dead Now What is a true life experience of the ups and downs of coordinating a funeral. It tells of the drama, the stress, money worries, and all the unexpected that rises when a person dies. I'm Dead Now What is a great combination of storytelling and advice. It is humorous, witty, and helpful. Get your copy of I'm Dead Now What today at Amazon.com, CreateSpace.com, and www.IamDeadNowWhat.com. Join the author, Wayne Hall, as he navigates the inevitable aspect of life. I'm Dead Now What is also available on Kindle and in French.
Big Josh Entertainment and Max Productions presents Breakthrough the Movement on Saturday, April 16th at 7 p.m. at Messiah's House, 1683 South Eastern Road, Stone Mountain, Georgia. And on Sunday, April 17th, 6 p.m. at Connect Point, 3755 Centerville Highway, Snellville, Georgia. Featuring Jabez, Nana Moss, Christology, Jennifer Evans, Rainice Lamar, Gail Elizabeth, Born to Inspire, MC Sister Denise, all backed by MP Band. Pre-sold tickets $25, $30 at the door. Get your tickets now at bjosh.com or eventbrite.com. For more information, call 404-468-1423. See you there.
Yeah, tell you what I in a man.
All right.
From Jamaica, in a little tin called Tasty Cheese. And the old to the young, them love that cheese, yeah. In a little tin called Tasty Cheese. Can't stay at home if me not have tasty cheese. Can't hold a vibe if me not have tasty cheese. Easter I come, me have to have tasty cheese. Family I link up, me have to have tasty cheese. Oh yeah, all a little vibe on the sound, all a little vibe. All a little vibe and thing, yeah. All a vibes with the
Lord
family
have
Easter
mercy,
with
so
tasty cheese.
Tasty Cheese might win the Grammy next year, man, for this one.
So listen up, if you're planning an event and in need of table and chair rentals, then you have to check out Maxine's Party Rentals. Now serving the entire Atlanta metro area and more. Tables, banquet chairs, throne chairs, tents, tablecloth, and chair covers. We have package deals for graduations, weddings, and all party occasions. You can call Maxine right now and get rates at 470-746-4322 or 678-308-1933. Email Maxine'sPartyRentals.com or follow her on IG at Maxine's Party Rentals or Facebook at Maxine's Party Rental. Delivery and pickup is also available.
That's right. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for weighing in. I'm going to try and get through all these calls right here. Beto Music Man, Papa Beto says, but Wayne, there are some great reggae songs out there that are playing on air. That's true. But you know what, Papa Beto, I tried to research for my own good how they come up with the songs for the Grammys. And it looks like it's sales. It's not just if it's being played. It's where it's being played and how much sales that play that it's getting is driving. Your song can play all over the place all day, but if no one buys it, it doesn't make the charts that they look at. And, you know, and that's just me trying to answer you in a conversation, Beto. I'm not saying that's the case. You understand, right? All right. Janice O'Shea says, that's my opinion too. The last one I just played. Use Soldiers of Jah Army as an example. Get back to what reggae is/was. They understand the academia assignment. Mr. Garfield McCook says, healthy conversations. Reggae, wake up tonight. All right. Welcome, David Bailey. Good to have you. Here's my next take. Here is my next caller.
Wayne, that is can't disrespect to Jamaica.
Short and sweet. That is disrespect to Jamaica. All right. I tell you, I like the different opinions. You know, if it's disrespect to Jamaica, is it still not good for reggae that it's outside of Jamaica and other people are playing it and doing it? Just being the devil's advocate. But thank you for that, caller. Disrespect to Jamaica, he says. All right. Okay. Now, let me get to another feedback here, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm happy to share my Grammy Awards insight for 2022 only because of the feedback that I've been hearing and reading since Sunday in the reggae music category. Well, Soldier won, Soldiers of Jah Army, for their album Beauty in Silence. They have stated over and over the years the influence of Jamaica. They have endorsed Jamaica. They're always acknowledging where reggae music started. They have quoted Buju, Peter Tosh, Bob Marley. And from what I understand, their lyrics are quite conscious, poetic, positive, the true roots of reggae, the root of the art of reggae. I have no idea what the Recording Academy's criteria is. I don't know what they look for, but they nominate and they vote for the winners. And the instruments and the rhythm, I heard just a little clip from Soldier. I never thought, even before this year, I never thought because reggae is out of Jamaica, it means that it should be a Jamaican that wins the Grammy, because I have no idea what they look for. So I do not think we should be just looking on the surface, who is not reggae, who is not dancehall, who is not Jamaican. I honestly don't think we should. And the confusion of reggae and dancehall, the fact is, an artist who is a dancehall artist was nominated. So that, again, should make us stop and think, what is the criteria? So I close with this. It's not about race. It's more about true roots, about the reggae music. And my question is, in thinking about all of this, what would an interracial Bob Marley say? It's like, what would Bob say about this year's winner of the reggae music category? So that's all I have. All the best, Wayne Hall Network. I am just happy that I was given the opportunity to publicly state on your platform, Wayne. Have a great show.
Thank you for that. And, I like when we get questions that make us think. What would Bob say? Oh, we don't know. But interracial Bob, that's a great point too. His father was white. The father of the greatest reggae artist who ever lived was white. So guess what? The white already in the reggae, whether we like it or not. All right. Now, great points as always. We're running out of time. I got to get through some more. But man, I really appreciate all this great feedback tonight from my audience on the Wayne Hall Show. I want to read something real quick to kind of give us an idea of what drives this. Okay? Garfield McCook says, great comment. O'Shea, Andrea Brown McNeish, Imar Shepherd. Welcome, Imar. Imar Shepherd, you shall not want. All right, hopeful and bright. Hot it up. I want to read something real quick that kind of sums it up. Their album was nominated, and I'm quoting an online article. Spice, Livin' by Sean Paul, Pajoma by Tana, Royal by Jesse Royal, Positive Vibration by Gramps Morgan, and Beauty in Silence by Soulja. Beauty in Silence is the 9th studio album for Soulja and was released on September 24th via ATO Records. The album was a commercial success, peaking at number 2 on the Billboard Reggae Albums and number 34 on Billboard's Current Albums chart and at number 52 on Billboard's Top Album Sales chart. All right? So, does that kind of tell you what one of the things they're looking at is sales, man. It's out there. Their people went and bought their stuff. Their people didn't just sit home and play it and listen out for it on the radio. They went and bought it, and I think it had a big impact. Let's hear the next caller. All right, as we approach the end here on the Wayne Hall Show.
All right, Wayne All. So this is my response as it relates to the old soldier debate and the reggae Grammys that's been going on recently. All right, and bottom line is that I have not formulated a complete opinion on the issue, and that's because I'm acknowledging I don't completely understand how the Grammys work. I haven't listened to all the albums for one thing, and you know, who are we kidding? I really don't have time to listen to all of the albums, so I acknowledge I'm not in a position to be casting certain judgment like most people.
And before we continue that, I want to acknowledge our platforms that we're going to break from right now. Shout out again to Energy Radio 1, Fenton Troy and the crew. Thank you. FM, Hype FM, Island Worldwide. Bless up, bless up. All right. Okay, viscosityblend.com, Rupi T and the crew, and everyone else who's parting with us right now. Thank you so much for listening. Catch us again next week, same time, same place. Let's go back to the caller.
What I have an issue is people who are in a similar position as I am, or even worse, because at least I know about Soulja from around 2015. I know, and I respected that group since then. But people who have no idea who Soulja is, some people who don't even listen to reggae anymore, and they just think it's popular to jump on the bandwagon and bash a group just because they're American. So I really have an issue with that. And I think that really makes no sense. I mean, I've spoken with DJs in Jamaica who play on popular radio stations who, when I send them reggae music, as a reggae producer, they tell me that they can't play it on the radio there because it's might be too slow, or it don't fit in with their advertising campaign. And at the same time, these set of people in the industry is, they turn them back on reggae, and then when some other group take it up, they have an issue with it. So that's my whole take on the issue. At least become educated and at least try to do something proactive for reggae or in the name of reggae before you start bashing.
What's my take from that caller? This person, without saying their name, identified themselves as a producer who has sent music to Jamaica, good music, good reggae music, and I know the music. And what they tell us doesn't suit their campaign, and probably he's not prepared to pay them for it. Payola is the other thing that's killing the business right now. If I get a song from anybody and it's a nice tune, why can't I play it? Because somebody else might be paying me 10 times what they pay, or if they don't even pay me, right? Somebody is willing to pay me to not play other people's songs. Because when they pay you to play theirs, they're basically paying you not to play another person's song. So payola is also killing the business, because there's these veteran DJs that sit down and will collect these upcoming guys' money with the music that these hybrids we're talking about, and not play the good reggae when they get it. And then we all want to beat up the Grammy. But again, every one of us has to hold ourselves accountable. Right now, this minute forward, how are we going to help real good reggae music going forward? All right, let me try and get through these messages. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your patience and for listening to the show tonight, right here. All right, let me see. Do I have another one here? Okay.
Hi, Wayne. I saw your request here, and I said to myself, I looked at Sojo sometime, I think it was in last year, I saw his name, and I did not even bat an eye, because I said, here comes another one to sing these vulgar music again. I'd lost interest in reggae, to be honest with you, because what these guys made of reggae, these artists, I don't know who listens to them apart from dancehall queens. And even them, I think, if they had any sort of shame or belief in themselves, they wouldn't even want to listen to it. Believe in themselves as a woman. I said, what made them, what drove them into doing something like this? Who do they think want to listen to this nastiness all day long? How can you take your family out and listen to something like this and tell me you enjoy it? I had really stopped listening to reggae. But frankly, Wayne, when I heard Soldier, when I heard he won this award, I said I have to listen to this and know which idiots could have given Jamaican artists an award for these nastiness that they're playing. And you know I'm not mincing words. That's how I felt and that's what I'm telling you. But when I listened to Soldier, I was taken aback. This reminds me of back in the day when people like Tommy McCook, Beres Hammond, Byron Lee, and all those great guys used to be playing reggae. It made you want to just sit down or stand up at one place and just take in the music. Now, the hell you want to run out of the hall when you hear those music. I don't really go to the reggae something when they have it, unless I go to a private party. And you have to really, really select carefully to find good music to listen to nowadays. Well, since the pandemic, nobody goes anywhere. But now I would really reggae music like this. I would go to hell and back to listen to, and that's how I feel about it. And I'm giving it to you just the way I see it. This man is great. I love him, love him, love him.
Now, do I need to say more?
Wayne, one word to describe Soldier. He's transformational. He's dynamic. He has put a spin on the dirt and gave us gold. Thank you so much.
All right. So there's a very strong opinion, ladies and gentlemen. That's a strong, deep opinion. And I guess the hit out there was mostly against the dancehall and the lyrics and some of the music coming out of the dancehall compared to what Soulja is doing. So here's somebody saying, I'd rather have Soulja than some of the music we are producing right now. And again, it's very strong, but I understand where it's coming from. And if Soulja is putting this person back in the framework of the vintage reggae days, then food for thought. Food for thought. Again, the opinions of my callers are not necessarily those of mine, but this platform is here to not just entertain, but also to inform and maybe a little bit of education tonight. All right. I still have some more, and I'm going to go through as many as I can before I wrap up tonight. Let's see who else I got this from. All right, here comes another.
A lot of us are mad at what happened and should be so. I was a little outraged at first, but you have to do your research and we have to face facts. These guys have been putting in the work, and you have to understand that even though reggae is authentically ours as Jamaicans, we have not been treating it as such. And if people out there who are doing good reggae music, this is inevitable. If it's not now, it would have happened anyway. We need to pay more attention to the type of music that we are putting out, and we need to embrace our culture some more. And we can't get mad when other people take it and bring it to another level. And I would encourage everybody to go and take a listen to that album before they start judging. Brother, them put in the work, and this is the end result. We just have to do a little better, embrace our culture some more, and just bring back what is authentically ours. Period.
Thank you, caller. Hija Flames. Mr. Wayne, how can I get on this live? Tell my dear lady here that it's not like that she can now stream her own music from her own space now. Just search YouTube and other media for the good artists, because we are still here with great reggae music. Yes, and we have to also keep in mind that part of our responsibilities is to guide people who might not know to the new avenues of how they can stream and pay for and access music. Some of us are still not have not made that move. Some of us have not moved with the technology. Some of our older members of the society still need that guidance on how to access music, how to buy music, and how to find the music that they want. So, Ija Flames, I'm gonna try and stay down the middle here for you and that caller and say, I guarantee you, if she knew, she would be doing that, and probably her opinion would be a little different. But she's speaking from her heart, and we appreciate that. It might be an opportunity to help someone figure out how to move with the technology and the music nowadays. Beto, the truth is, Jamaican don't appreciate good reggae music. Well, you know, a lot of it is on us. A lot of it is on us. All right, good. Let me see if we have any more inputs before I wrap it up. Ladies and gentlemen, what a feedback we've had this evening. I truly appreciate everyone who shared something about the Grammys with us tonight. I think, let me see here.
Who is this soldier? Never heard of soldier. It's one of them California brother. Thief reggae music. Must be because I've never heard of soldier. And I'm in the studio all the time with Third World and Damian Marley and the Marley, Stephen Marley. What happened to those albums? What happened to those music? We don't know nobody named Soldier. A thief and thief reggae music and call it American. That's not really reggae music. That's not really reggae music at all. I don't know where them get this music and them call themselves reggae. But that's not reggae music. I believe Jamaican music should boycott the Grammys. That's a joke thing. They don't understand reggae music. They don't know about reggae music. And they want to pick a Grammy winner for reggae music. That's not even Jamaican. That's not reggae music. And they call themselves Rasta. That's not Rasta. That's not Rasta music. They don't have a clue.
Man, I love my people. I love how we don't hesitate to express ourselves. And you know, ladies and gentlemen, that's the final caller right there. But what an evening of feedback on the Grammys. And this debate, this discussion, I'm sure, even though it won't be on the headlines, is going to continue in our own little circles. And I really feel like everyone in their own way has contributed to where we all should leave this dialogue tonight with a feeling of what's my role? And that's how I want us to wrap up this conversation this evening. Think about it. What will be your committed action to making sure that next Grammy you can say you supported those artists? You can say you did your part for reggae. My committed action is going to be I need to share with my audience more of the kind of music that is in tune with the blueprint of reggae as it is that was given to us and the world by Bob Marley, and those that try their best to come close to that, while still appreciating that I do have an audience for dancehall, soca, other genres. But when it comes to this debate about winning the Grammys, there has to be something, some kind of formula, something somewhere that's either too biased or not far reaching enough to make sure more of our Jamaicans on home soil win it. My personal take as I wrap up is that this is no different from, as the analogy played earlier, a Ford coming out with the car, but then Toyota and Honda made vehicles that in many ways are more popular and reliable. Reggae came out of Jamaica. Reggae will always be Jamaican, but reggae will not only be mastered by Jamaicans. How the Grammy goes about the process is education we all are seeking to understand. The more I find out, the more I'll share. But until next time, I want us to leave with something in our minds about a committed action to making sure we, as artists, radio hosts, DJs, entertainers, supporters, fans, are doing all we can to keep reggae alive. Thank you for watching The Wayne Hall Show. Thank you for listening. Thank you, everyone, everywhere. I'll be back next week, same time, same place, same blazing stations for another edition of The Wayne Hall Show. Until then, Wayne Hall saying, see ya.
Best cheese in the world come from Jamaica. In a little tin called tasty cheese. And the old to the young, them love that cheese, yeah. In a little tin called tasty cheese. Can't stay at home if we not have tasty cheese. Can't hold a vibe if we not have tasty cheese. Easter I come, me have to have tasty cheese. Family I link up, me have to have tasty cheese. Oh yeah, all a little vibe on the sound, a little vibe. All a little vibe and thing, yeah. All a vibes with the family this Easter with tasty cheese.
Big Josh Entertainment and Max Productions presents Breakthrough the Movement on Saturday, April 16th at 7 p.m. at Messiah's House, 1683 South Eastern Road, Stone Mountain, Georgia. And on Sunday, April 17th, 6 p.m. at Connect Point, 3755 Centerville Highway, Snellville, Georgia. Featuring Jabez, Nana Moss, Christology, Jennifer Evans, Rainice Lamar, Gail Elizabeth, Born to Inspire, MC Sister Denise. All backed by MP Band. Pre-sold tickets $25, $30 at the door. Get your tickets now at bjosh.com or eventbrite.com. For more information, call 404-468-1423. See